Hello, hello, and welcome. This is Candlepin Bowling Network, live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. You got it the right way around. You're good. I should have hit the mute button for you, my friend. Let's try that again. Hi. This is the Friday Night Pro League, Week 33, live
C1, take two, action roll.
Live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. My name is Greg Gouillart, and alongside me on the call is Paul Grant. Hello.
Hello, Greg. How are you?
Doing all right. Thank you very much.
The night before the 560 Ripping the Rack Drywall Concepts 1710 Augusta, Maine weekend tournament.
Very good. At least I assume that's all correct.
Yep. I think it's in the right order.
Tim Matero's lining up sponsors left and right. This is Ed Woodside on the right side, and actually Chris McDonough is going to go first this time. I'll flip that order around. You see the roster there. And an 8-10 split for Woodside to start out, and McDonough the half Worcester. That's quintessential Candlepin bowling. If you're new to the game, welcome, welcome, welcome. Plays the same as big ball, but you get 3 small balls per frame rather than 2. And any pins dropped on the plate stay on the plate and can be used as live wood.
Like that.
Yep.
Doesn't always work out.
Just because it's there doesn't mean it's easy, though. Good bounce back for each of them. McDonough's got a chance at this one. Spare! Replay will show this evidence of that one as Woodside takes a 10 box.
That was out of the channel.
Never mind. Thank you for...
I call it the Atlantic Ocean on the right side, Pacific Ocean on the left. And Greg already on the trigger on the instant replay. The kid in the candy store.
Yeah.
Greg's calling the first and third string. I'll call the middle string. Save my voice for tons of strings, 5-on-5 matches, 2-string matches tomorrow, over 10 hours of live streaming tomorrow, and a bunch more on Sunday.
Spare fill for McDonough is a good one. It's going to get a perfect 10. Thank you very much for that. No
Throw
head
the
pin.
flag, illegal block in the back.
No head pin, no problem. Ed on the 1-2, 7-10, not the 10 pin. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Jim and Nico and Sally and everyone in chat, Caroline. Good to see you all today. I'm in a jolly good mood, aren't I?
And you cheesy breadsticks from Pub 125 here at Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Mass. Just arrived as you started broadcasting.
Yep.
So you have to go in between boxes.
Is it just me, or do we have a bit of a synchronicity issue? I'm going to have to
That sounds like the police, synchronicity.
Just a moment. Paul, can you take call for a second here while I figure this out?
The Friday Night Pro League game of the week is on Candlepin Bowling Network, week 33 of 35, winding down. Next week will be Metro Bowl, the 6th seed. Friday Night Pro League game of the week. In 2 weeks, we position round, teams to be determined. 8 of 12 make the playoffs. We'll get the standings on the screen if you haven't done it already, Greg, when you get a chance.
Have done.
Okay. And Steve Poulin, spare to start his match. The twister, Scott Douglas, filling in tonight. John Zappi out, the captain. And the every other year president of the Friday Night Pro League, rotating with Dave Barber. He's got the 3-10 baby split starting his match. Early in the first of 3 strings, 2 points a win per string, 1 for a tie, 2 for total. The 8th seed, Academy 3, the 5th seed, Hingham. Twister a field goal. He's the younger brother of Tim Douglas, the tornado. It's a tornado. There's got to be a twister. 8-1. Always good to see Jim, Nico, Brent from Canada watching. We'll see some Canadian bowlers. Natalie Stubbs and Amanda Laybolt from Canada tomorrow for the ladies in the 560 weekend tournament. Hope they cover them at least 1 string.
Yeah, it looks like we got a bit of an audio issue. We'll figure this out. Keep going.
Scott, 4-7 chance. 1, 8, 9, 10 for Poulin. 16-1 on the first of 3 on the spare for 2 in a row. Nails it! Courtesy of the wood, 26 in the ball through 2. His father, Mike Poulin, the Candlepin Hall of Fame eligibility phase right now. He'll be nominated for the 2027 class as the twister gets a spare of his own. 18-2 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe, never a charge. Hit the bell icon after you subscribe so you get notified when we go live, so you never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, never, ever miss the ball when we go live. Never, ever. I gotta make Nico happy. Thanks. Is it Alexia with 2 X's? Oh, I like that. Never seen Alexia with 2 X's. I like that. Alexia Bell.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Duncan McDougall says the audio and the cameras are out of sync.
Yep, totally.
And look at this. Bob Whitcomb bombs away, baby. Strike. Good to see him back in the comeback trail. A good part of the year. JV Jason Gauthier Jr. starts over the spare. What a great career he has for himself coming up. Is that a strike for him also? Or was that a 10? I couldn't see it. You got a strike too? I couldn't see it from here. I didn't bring my ladder in tonight, so I can't see people standing in the way. I got to learn to use a monitor. JB off to the right. Drops 5, maybe 6. How about 7? 1-5 in the 7. That was actually a spare. I thought it was a spare. They corrected it. It was a spare, not a strike. So 16 through 1 for JB. Bob Whitcomb's on a strike on lane 1 here in this 44 lane house. They took 4 lanes out 3 years ago for Pub 125. A great looking, gorgeous looking bar. Great high quality food and low prices. And gorgeous looking. Bobby Witt, 2 full on the 1-5. 5 in the strike. 15 through 1. Third bowl is a 5. JB doinks it, going skee ball for the 100 or the 50 and gets nothing like I do when I go skee ball. I always aim for that top spot. I miss it too hard. A 9 for him. 26 through 2. Whitcomb is 7 after a strike 5. 22 through 2 in the first of 3. Now a 4th bowl is Shawn Baker had a hamstring. The last 3 strings he injured it at Leader Lane's Easter Classic. Another good performance as usual for him. And veteran Scott Lapierre from Sanford, Maine. He's had a pretty good career himself. World Singles got a 207, his high single. It's on YouTube. Son Benjamin here, young gun, going to do well. We tease Scott saying he's better than him already, but not really. No relation to Jeff or Jerry Lapierre. Jeff is the son of Jerry Lapierre in Maine. He has the 3-9-10 wood to help. Baker on the 6-9-10. Let's see how he works out that right leg. Greg trying to fix the technology here. Scott, decent wood for a spare. Takes advantage. 10 on the ball to start his match. Baker in the crossover. Oh, right behind the 8 goes 2 pieces of wood. Hingham just 5 points behind number 1 seed, Central 1, as Baker gets a 10, or it's a 9, correction, 9. Cameron Jeff Cutting, thank you very much for the kind words. Chuck McCarthy Sr., hello. Lapierre 5 in the spare, 15 through 1.
I think I'm getting warmer. Let's see.
Baker pounds the pocket, but splits, I think. No, he got a break. The 6-10 decide to fall, and the wood rolls to the wiggling 2 right, 4 left. 2 useless pieces of wood behind. Scott has 2 pieces of wood to helicopter to the west coast, trying to go direct flight. He goes right. I think he go left. He went right and got all but the object pin, the 3. At the spare 5, 15 through 1, Baker missed the chance. Doesn't miss too many of those.
Nico, check again, please. I think Duncan says we got a good stream here. Sorry, folks. Had an unusual... It's always one new issue that pops up every single time, even though I test beforehand. Go figure.
What do I start doing on my own? may never get on the air.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I should do tutorials, though.
9 and 9 there.
Even though it seems a little rich to say that now, but, you know.
It's not me, 07. Thank you very much for your comments. We're trying to get this thing fixed out. Jim Lazinski, Duncan McDougall, thank you very much. It's not me, 07. Enjoys the pin cam. Why the delay, Terry Forbes? We had some audio and video issues. We think we have it fixed now. We're early in the first. Anchor ball is coming up. John Winchell on the left, Hall of Fame eligible. Peter Crawford Jr. for Academy 3 on the right. The 8th seed on the right, the 5th seed on the left. Again, 8 teams make the playoffs as he starts off with a 4 horseman and a post. Winchell crossing over, sweeps 8. 3 right, 5 left. One of the most deadliest pinners in the game today. Crawford, nice shot. Can't get to the East Coast. His girlfriend here watching on. Winchell got it, spare. A lot of marks to start the match. Crawford with the wood, no go for a 9. And Lee, we're fixing that scoreboard. We'll head up in just a moment for you.
Scoreboard's the last little fly in the ointment, and then I'll be finally caught up.
When I'm on my own, I do paper, scoreboard, chicken scratch, and I put in the score every 2 boxes. Crawford Jr., 9. Petey Pete, they call him. Winchell's smooth ball goes left for 6. 1-3, 7-10 on lane 1. And now the 3 falls. We're in Augusta, Maine. We'll be tomorrow and Sunday for the 560 Whip in the Rack tournament. Lousy lead for a bowler. Great name for a bowling center owned by Mark and Samantha Carrier. And they got married kind of quietly last year, he said the other day. Where they wanted it. And Winchell picks it up for a spare.
Back to back, yeah?
What a good balancing like Samantha Carrier and Mark Carrier. Great couple. Do a great job up there. And Mark also runs Drywall Concepts sponsoring the 560. Winchell 20 to ball. Crawford, I believe that's 18.
Yep, looks like
19, 9 to 10, 19 through 2. John's 27 in a ball through 2, back-to-back spares. All right. We'll get to Greg's update in just a moment. We'll have a delayed update from Greg. He's still working that scoreboard.
That's right. Winchell's spare bill upgraded, so it's 119 to 114, and I'm caught up, I think.
Hey, we could do editing and tape recorder like the old days, but, we do it live. You see all the blemishes and all the mistakes and the wrong names and the wrong ball, wrong pin numbers. We're human. We're not robots. We like to have it raw.
All right, now we're desyncing again, so I'll check in.
Are we plugged into Wi-Fi too? We plugged into the router?
That's not a big thing.
Are we plugged into the router tonight?
No. McDonough 9 Phil on the strike.
It's funny, when we have a lot of people here, we have no problem. We have hardly anybody here tonight. It's like, what's going on? McDonough, great start. Spare 9, 39 through 2. Spare strike 9, 39 through 2. Scott, skipping away. Let's go for Katie Lawler here in attendance. Talk about a balancing act.
Nico, you missed it, but here you are again.
I always tease Katie. What do you see in him?
Pause the video if you want to see it scored. Go, there we are. Also, yes, hi, Katie.
Katie's awesome. She's tuning us out, I think.
Third ball for each. McDonough gets a 9 box in his 48 through 3, and Woodside collects that for a 10.
All right, let's get a quick update from the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
Hi there. So once again, there is that score update, and spare updates are as follows. Douglas and Winchell on marks. And there we go.
McDonough 247. You ready to do play-by-play, Greg?
Just about.
All right, we left those 2 boxes. How's that?
Sounds good.
247, 6, 9, 10 for Ed Woodside, the veteran bowler in the twilight of his career. He said this may be it for him this year, but he's still too good. 9, 10, 10 start. Good pinning as always. Great guy, too.
Woodside a 114 average, and McDonough averaging 113.
Can't get the 7 to fall. The Wood somehow couldn't connect. Woodside, great bid. He got it. Wow, Nico, highlight reel. Put it on the reel, Nico. 2, 4, 7, 6, 9, 10. No problem. Like I said, get a lot of miles in the tread. Still, don't retire, Ed. Long-term extension contract. 39 of the ball through 4. And meanwhile, I couldn't see what McDonough got there.
McDonough has a 58 through 4 with that 10 box.
Okay. He has the twist of Scott Douglas. He's on a spare, as is Steve Poulin, who has 2 spares. 26 in the ball, Scott 18 in the ball. The rise of Scott Douglas, 118 average last year. Get more and more confident. Stay a lot more calmer. There's a nice ball. He sweeps 8. 4 in the 7. 26 through 2. Poulin goes left and gets a lucky 7. 136. Spare 8. Correction, spare 6, is it? Spare 8? Spare 8, is it? Can't see it from here. Spare 6, spare 7. We'll get it figured out in a minute. Douglas missed a chance. Poulin wraps around the 3 somehow. So Steve had a spare 6 and a spare 7, I guess. That scoreboard is haunted, though. So 33 through 2, now a 10. 43 through 3. Scott a 9. 35 through 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Greg, how can they get Candlepin Bowling Network? How can they get notified? And how can they subscribe?
You found one way, but we're on Facebook and YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network, so please follow us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube so that you know that. And like the video as well if you're logged into the platform of choice. Please hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for your saintly patience while we get all the issues sorted out, and here we go.
Nico wants Greg, the soothing sounds of Greg.
Oh,
You'll
get
him soon. You can have him quite a bit tonight. You'll have him the 3rd string. You'll have him most of this 1st string after the first 4 boxes. He's going to do 6 boxes a string and the whole 3rd string.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 60-40 tonight for Greg. You happy now, Nico? You sick of me already? Don't answer that. He's got a 9. I think he has a ball to go still. I got to bring that ladder. I cannot see a thing. I have to learn to look at your scoreboard. I'm not used to looking at the monitor. I like seeing it live. Nothing like live.
It's fair enough.
It's like listening to a CD and going to a concert. The CD is awesome. When you go to a concert, it's like, wow, it's awesome. 10 and 8 that time. 10 for Scott, 8 for Steve Poulin, slowing down. 4-4-4, 44 through 4 for the Twister.
And you can see it live as well if you came over to Academy Lanes. They're located in Haverhill, Massachusetts as well. But, of course, they've got the Glow Bowling going on in the center room, and admittedly, it is more fun to bowl than watch. So if you ever want to do that, come on over. They got it every Friday night, Saturday night as well, I believe, as well.
Yep. Correction, Scott's 45 through 4, scoreboard updated now. Greg is always right usually, so I should defer to
Always
Scott's
usually
scoreboard.
right. Okay.
Always usually, most of the time, sometime always right. Here's Bob Whitcomb. Strike 5, 10 to start. Jason Gauthier Jr., 17 and 9. His first 2 boxes, 26 through 2. He buries 9,
Whoa.
leads up the 9. And Bobby Witt dealing with the 5 pin standing, 9 in the 8 pin and back left. 1, 3, 6, 10 in front. On lane 2 in Haverhill, Massachusetts. What a shot, he got it! Piece of cake, spare, and a matching spare for JB. Perfect start in Candlepin, 10 spares and strikes. For Whitcomb, 15 after 1, 25 through 2, now 35 in a ball through 3. JB, 2 out of 3. 36 in the ball through 3 early on. Nico really making fun of me tonight. I love it. Whitcomb denied a strike by the King. JB flopped 7, did 4, trying to lean to the 2 and the 1. Bobby Witt, 44 through 3. JB 43 through 3. A lot of marks tonight. Only 1 strike so far, though. Whitcomb, oh, the wood robbed him. And JB cashes in. Spare. Back to back. 3 out of 4. 53 in a ball through 4. And it's a 9 for Whitcomb. 53 through 4. Didn't want the PGS. Thanks, Bob. Wait, I get that PGS mug yet? I got that in the car. Did I give you one yet?
Have I?
I've given the Candlepin Bowling Network and Paul Grant Specials mug.
Oh, yeah, I got one of those
You have
mugs.
this? Okay.
I had coffee out of it earlier this week.
All right. You don't want to see me on coffee. Dave Hodge-Malian, hope you're feeling better. I thought you were going to be here tonight, Dave. Hope you're feeling better. My car got backed into, but it was just a scratch. You're doing a lot. You had a lot tougher than I did. Hope you're doing okay. Very good bowler. Great guy. All right, here's Shawn Baker. 1-3-7. He got it! 29 in the ball through 3. Scott Lapierre. 7 goes down to the 9 and the 10, so you can tap that wood over. Week 33 of 35. Next week at Metro Bowl in Peabody. The final week, position round, 1 versus 2, 3 versus 4, up to 11 versus 12. Obviously, we'll be covering the top 8, one of those matches, as Lapierre cashes in for a 10, 34 through 3. And the scoreboard haunted, showing a 9 for him. You know, Greg, I thought about having you go solo tonight, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't let you. I couldn't do that to you. I had to be here. Despite have to get 4:30 tomorrow morning to go to Augusta, Maine, over 2-hour drive. Charge! Still another hour or so of preparation tonight, or 2, before I get home. Maybe 3 hours sleep tonight. Then I can't sleep. I get all fired up. I can't sleep. There's 7-9 for Baker on the spare, 37 through 3. Hingham has the lead early on. Scott chanced the 1 and the 3. Baker knew right away. Scott for a spare, splits the uprights. Spare 5 in the first, spare in the fourth. 4-4-4, 44 through 4, plus a bonus. Baker, nothing there much for a 9. 46 through 4. Actually, it's a 47 now. There's a 9 for Baker. They fixed it now, so it's 46 through 4. All right, here come the ankle bowlers. John Winchell, terrific start. Spare 7. Spare. Peter Crawford Jr., the anchor. 9 and 10 start. And Hingham, the 5th seed, by 23 on the 8th seed Academy 3. Dave Hodge Fallon, a class act, too. I can't interview you now, Dave. You're not here. I can't interview you about your business. I can tell them about it, obviously. Winchell, tough 2, Phil. 29 through 2. Crawford, 5 up, 5 down. Winchell going for 3 in a row. Good effort, 7 of the 8. PDP got the 9 out of the way. Still early in the first. JON, John Winchell from Brentwood, New Hampshire, a 9. 38 through 3. PDP to nice 10 on the horses. 9, 10, 10, 29 through 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network. A big weekend, the 560 ripping the rack. Drywall Concepts, 1-7-10. 5-1-5 mixed teams competition. 5 2-string matches tomorrow, 2 on Sunday, plus 3 1-string playoff matches. All live on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. 9 a.m. scheduled start time both days. It's 8 o'clock Canada time, right? Moncton time, and is it an hour behind or an hour ahead?
Hour ahead.
Hour ahead. So it'll be 10 o'clock Newfoundland, Canadian time in Moncton, and 10:30 Newfoundland time. They're on the half hour. Like traffic on the 3s, weather on the 10s. They're on the half hour in Newfoundland. PDP picks it up. For a spare, 39 the ball through 4 on the board. John Winchell, a nice out for a 9, 47 through 4. Update from Greg Gouillart. He takes over the rest of the string with the play-by-play.
No, Ixnay, Paul, I'm still fighting off the technical bugs. But let's have a look here at the smudge situation here. 1 mark standing to 3 standing this way around. For the teams, as you see, a 23-pin advantage. 9 marks to 8 for Hingham. And pinning is exactly even. 8 pins left standing.
The Rock at Woodside dominoes a bunch, but couldn't get to the 2 on the left. 3, 6, 10 on the right. On the spare, 6, 45 through 4. Chris McDonough, 6, 9, 10. Woodside almost swept it down. Left-hander for a spare, takes it down. Great start for him. Spare strike 9. 9, 10, spare, 68 at the half plus 1. Semi-pro baseball player too. Woodside at 9, 54 at the half.
Folks, I'm considering power cycling this stream. It looks as though the stream issues are just too great, and now the sync has popped up again. I'm very sorry, but I'm going to have to restart the stream. I sincerely apologize.
So back in a few minutes on Candlepin Bowling Network, Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week.
We should be back on this